Sadly, the state of insecurity in this nation, I must tell you, will make one admire and want more of the pre-colonial system of government. Because I can put it to you today that the old Oyo Empire had a well-structured defense system or security system than what we have now. Now, let's dive into it. There used to be a position called the military commander. That position is held by the Are Ona Kakanfo. He will always be stationed at the border of a nation. His sole responsibility at that period was to absorb and neutralize any external threat. His inability to do that will result to his death. The next in line are the intelligence and information gathering. Mostly the hunters, they were positioned at the rock of the state, each corners of the state. You always find them. They will always rush down to give pivotal important information about the perceived threat, danger in every corner. Then common citizens will always run down to the palace to tell the king about what they have perceived as danger in the state. We also have very important system next to that called the administrative control. These are members of the Oyo Mercies. What they did at that period was to ensure they dethrone any king who couldn't protect his subjects. That is, they made sure that the sole duty or the important duty or the primary duty of that king was being administered. Can you see that is different from what we have now? We have a state, a nation as we speak, that do not really care. They don't care about the well-being, about the lives and property of their citizens. Nothing happened. They listen to the death of their citizens in the hands of criminals, abductors, kidnappers, terrorists. Nothing happened. Now, do we understand how important this thing is? I mean, you should understand. In fact, let's go straight to the constitution of this country. The 1999 constitution as amended, section 2, subsection 14, actually made it clear that the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of this government. Do you know the funniest part of this particular constitution as well? There is this section 6 and I think subsection 6 as well gave them the exception that did not mandate it for them. Whereby you see the serious nations of the world where we copy this system of government from, taking their security system very important. Because we should understand that there is no state without a very strong defense system. There is no state without a very good security system. There is no state. We should understand. Do you know, as we speak, that United States budget about $126 billion? That's the highest in the world. Then followed by China, about $266.85 billion. These are serious nations. And you see Russia as well, about $126 billion. Of course, India there, we gained independence at almost the same period, almost. If you listen to their defense budget, you are going to be muffled. They had that should be about $78 billion. About $78 billion. Then, can you guess what we have here? We had about 3.9 billion. 3.9 billion. Is that supposed to be the standard? See, let's think about it. Let's understand that for the sake of humanity, we should ensure that any position we are, we should care more about the well-being of individual, whether you are a citizen, whether you are a government parastatal, whatever situation you find yourself, always have a human face. Whether you are a citizen of a country, you are going somewhere and you perceive danger in front of you, take caution and try as much as possible to protect other persons from falling into that danger. Please. And I hope our leaders can listen to this. That position, we are there, not for ourselves, but to make life better for others who depend on us. They should understand that representative government means that every citizens, whether you are a chairman, every citizen in that ward, whether you are a governor, every citizen in that state, or whether you are the president, every citizen of that country depends on you to secure and protect their lives and property. For any death you hear within your ward, within your constituency, within your state and country as a leader, understand that you are liable to. And think about it. All you have to do is to put yourself in that position. All you have to do is to think about your relative being in that position. I think once we begin to have a human face to every situation we find ourselves, this world will become a better place. For the sake of humanity, let's learn to protect ourselves.